What up, chat? What was that? You noticed something new? What could ever be the difference? That's right. Your girl ditched the $7 Sheen mic when I saw that and got an actual good quality microphone. It was on Amazon for $250, and you must be like, Spider, why'd you buy a $250 mic when you only have like 60 subscribers? It was on sale. Drum roll, please. It was on sale for $50. So I consider this a worthy purchase, and now my audio no longer sounds like shit. So win-win. I watched Obsession a couple of days ago. It was insane. For those who haven't watched Obsession, it's a movie about a guy named Bear who's too much of a pussy to ask this girl out. So he buys a One Wish willow, a little trinket that has a little branch of a willow tree inside, and you break it, you make a wish, and then your wish comes true, okay? This guy wishes for this girl that he's too much of a bitch to ask out of to be in love with him, but not just in love, no. Love more than anybody in the fucking world. And as you can imagine, things go south. After watching that movie, I now know why the genie always says that love is not allowed to be a wish. Now, before we go forward, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't seen Obsession yet, it's now on streaming. So I suggest going and watch it. Obsession, I wouldn't even count that as a horror. That needs its own genre. I consider pretty much everybody the villain except Nikki. I just find it so insane. To be blunt, I felt like I watched a girl get for almost 2 hours. Everything she did was not her, and Bear totally took advantage of that. Like, it was just... As a woman, that made me extremely uncomfortable. And it's supposed to. And the movie's good. I just don't know if I can handle sitting through that again. Bear basically took Nikki's dreams away, took her whole life away. He ruined her life just for his own sick fantasies. He never even loved her to begin with. He just liked the idea of having Nikki as a girlfriend. Bro was never ready for a relationship. He sucks. She never had consent for anything in the entire movie. And when real Nikki came out for a few of those scenes, that's when he became the villain for me. Sure, you can make a silly little wish and be like, oh, I wish Nikki loved me, whatever. That's not what made him the villain for me. What made him the villain for me was when he said, what's so bad about being with me? I want to chop your dick. When he figured out that that wasn't Nikki, he just kept going. Nikki literally talked to him. He ignored it. Didn't care. Even tried to cheat on her. When he made the wish about Nikki loving him, no, he still tried to go for another girl anyway. Like, he is the purest definition of peaked in high school. And not only that, Nikki's friends sucked too. Instead of being concerned and asking her what's wrong and, I don't know, doing an intervention, everybody's like, oh, she's gone crazy. Oh, she's doing drugs. Don't invite her to boys' night. She's acting weird. If my friends were acting weird, I would check up on them and see what's up. Like, they just did not care about her at all. It was a horrible friend group. The more you watch it, the more Easter eggs you kind of notice. I rewatched some clips a few times. I noticed that every time she says, I love you so much, she shakes her head no. Just those little details are really what makes it super unsettling. And the sound design is really good too. Like when real Nikki shows up, the music stops, and then when Wish Nikki comes back, the music starts playing again. Those small little details are really what make a movie really good to me. And I felt bad for Nikki. It's just, oh my god. Bear left her with his mess. Like, I hated Bear, I hated Ian, I hated Sarah, I hated I hated everyone. I feel like just calling it a horror doesn't justify the message and how good it is. And also, to mention real quick, I know he's not here, I'm gonna talk about him, screw you. My boyfriend who collects movies says that's the first horror movie to scare him in years. when the horror guy says he got scared. Like, also, did they really have to do that to the cat? Guys, the cat. And I loved all the new faces, you know? Like, it hasn't been butchered by Hollywood, and it just felt so refreshing to see a movie like that with new people. It's made in a way where it feels kind of homey, if that makes sense. I like the way it was filmed. And also the fact that Nikki wanted to be a writer and Bear used ChatGPT. They were never meant to be together in the first place. I mean, that was already obvious. By the way, she keeps calling Bear like her brother in a Hansel and Gretel poem. Oh my god. Like, dude, just take the L. Like, why would you do this to her? Just take the L and move on. Please, Sarah was right there. If you haven't watched Obsession, consider this a sign that you should. And also, sorry that I spoiled you, but I gave you a warning. I hope you enjoyed this short little review. I have a bunch more like this. If you want to check out my channel, like and subscribe. I got a new mic now, so my audio doesn't sound like shit anymore. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.